Hello and welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie and this is the Wolf Out series, video 5 of 12. Today I've pulled 2 cards that have determined our theme, which I'll go over shortly, and we're going to use a spread called Your Best Self, and it is intended to help us overcome our challenges and obstacles by seeing our strengths and opportunities. If this reading doesn't resonate, try another one in the series. If you're interested in a personal reading, I will have links in the description below. You can also find me on social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Creators on the Crest. Okay, today we have a very important reading. It's pretty close to my heart as well. And this one is for entrepreneurs. Now, you could be a current entrepreneur. You could be looking to start up your own business. You could be well down the line in having your own business and making a living off of it. We're always going to have challenges and hurdles and things to overcome, especially with entrepreneurship, because you really have to get used to the ups and downs. You're the one who's invested fully in it. You're not investing your time and energy on someone else. It has all to do with you and your passion and your desire. So we got 2 cards that go right along with this, and they're very positive. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to see challenges here in a moment, but we have the Sun. And the Sun is all about growth. It is literally the happiest card in any tarot deck. And this beautiful Sun, it's got the symmetry, it's got a beautiful design, representing the uniqueness of all of us. And I like how the different elements of this Sun come together, meaning that there might be this element of entrepreneurs supporting other entrepreneurs at this time. Combined with that, we got the 9 of Leaders, which is a card of resilience. Now, resilience, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're in it or have been in it for any amount of time, you know how much resilience it takes. You know that no matter what comes your way, you have to maintain that sharp focus on your goals, on what you desire, on your growth, and you really cannot let anything get in your way. 9 is also a card of achievement. We might feel a bit like we're not quite where we want to be, and as entrepreneurs, those of us have been in it a while, we always know we're improving. We always know we're trying to figure out where to go next. And we're always trying to expand ourselves and take up space, right? And so the 9 kind of goes along with that. Okay, let's get deeper into the reading and see what else would like to be revealed. Let's look at the goal for entrepreneurs here. Now this is going to be general, so keep that in mind. Ooh, I like this. It says the masculine structure. So for those of you entrepreneurs who are masculine, this is a card letting you know to pull on your masculine energies. Structure, a solid structure, the way that you organize your business, the way that you show up. If you're bringing a structured outlook to it, it is going to be even better for you. So you know that, the more organized you are, the more structured you are, the more things can flow easily, right? So we put a little bit of rigidity, a little bit of action, a little bit of structure into our business, and that will really set up the energies for the feminine flow. So if you're a female entrepreneur, right now, our goal here is to be adding a little structure to our business. So, this doesn't have to be like your whole business needs to be restructured. This could be a portion of what you're focused on, a portion of your goals. There's something that is being brought into a structured format. This could be a course you're creating, or you could be thinking of your sales funnels. But the masculine structure coming in, and this is a number 4 card, it brings in kind of those boundaries. For some of you, this might be about having some structured boundaries with clients. There might have been some clients gone wild here. and you've got to reel things back in, or you've got to determine, hey, you know, I'm not attracting the right kinds of clients. The clients I'm attracting just want someone to tell them what to do. They don't want to actually help themselves. So I'm going to have to put it out to the universe that I need to be working with people who are accepting self-responsibility and willing to do the work. All right, let's look at the challenge here. The nature of the challenge that entrepreneurs might be dealing with at this time. An ending, the death card, interesting. Wow, wow, wow. And it's interesting because I'm doing this reading a little bit different than I did the others. The others, I laid all the cards out. This one, I'm called to go card by card. So entrepreneurs, our current challenge is letting something go. Letting something come to an end. Some of you may, like, let's say you have a course set up. You may be completely changing that course, or a membership. You may be changing the format of a membership. You might be letting go of some old pricing structures because you're realizing, you know, you've expanded. You've taken up more space. You're now attracting in more, and it's time to be paid for your time, right? So this could have to do with abundance. For some of you, this could be very personal. You could be going through something very personal in your life, a breakup, a divorce, something has changed about the business. You lost a big client. There's some sort of ending going on here. Endings can be with relationships. They can be with cycles. But if you look here, we have the number 13, and 1 + 3 is 4. And that tells me that actually connects back to this structure card and is a supportive match at this time. So both your goal and your challenge, even though it might be hard to let something go here, they're one in the same. They're supporting each other. So the more structure and boundaries you have, and that would make sense if you're ending a relationship, you have to have new boundaries. Maybe you're ending a friendship. Maybe you're ending a business partnership and you're restructuring. That would all make sense as to the goal and the challenge, though different, needing to be aligned, right? Okay, I'm gonna kind of move these. I'm gonna move these out where we can see them because we're gonna kind of maintain our focus and our sun here. The next card we're gonna look at is our strength, okay? And ooh, this one, I don't know why, came out in the reverse state. I don't know if I flipped the deck or this particular card came out this way. Let me put it right side up so you can have a look. The 10 of Caretakers, alignment. Now, this comes up in our strength. Very interesting. So when it comes up in our strength, but it shows up reversed, this tells me that something that you have discovered that was out of alignment, that the letting go of that is actually your strength. Actually acknowledging a misalignment in your business is your strength. And I think that is pretty cool and incredible. Because a lot of times we will step back and say, talk ourselves out of misalignments, and we'll say, oh, I don't want to deal with this. I think this has to do with other people. It could be the relationship I was mentioning, or business partner or partners. Could be a group you were affiliated or aligned with. You recognized some sort of misalignment here. And that misalignment is actually the strong point. That recognition of it is actually your strong point to guide you through this process. I love that. And I'm glad that came up in reverse because it takes a strong person to recognize a misalignment and acknowledge it and actually deal with it and actually let it go, right? It's not always the easiest road to get to this point, especially when you're working for yourself and dealing with your own business, dealing with things you care deeply about, that you're being in service to the world, to others about. Yeah, I really like that. I'm going to put the sun over there because I feel like something's been completely illuminated with a lot of you here, and I really like that. Okay, looking at the weakness, we've got the 6 of Watchers, transition. Interesting. So this is what you should avoid doing while you're going through this ending. And what I'm actually picking up here is that this is other areas of your life where you probably don't want to make any other big changes right now. While you're dealing with this, you've recognized the misalignment, you're allowing the ending, your goal and your challenge are aligned here. This is not a time to be just allowing every other area of your life to kick up into chaos, right? So don't force transitions where they're not meant to be. Let things kind of flow and happen naturally. Here I see kind of, this reminds me of kind of a quagmire, like a river is flowing. You kind of see those little currents get stuck in little areas and they kind of flow around. This is part of the process, and we want to not allow ourselves to kick up so much. We need to be more gentle with ourselves in other areas of our lives. So whatever area this big change is happening in the other areas of your life, allow yourself some stability. Allow yourself to ground in. You don't want to get in that mindset of, okay, this is going away. Now everything has to be, redone, or everything is ruined. You want to be looking for the places in your life where things are more stable. We don't want to be stuck in that quagmire. We want to keep floating down the river, but we also want to ground ourselves in. And this might be being a little bit more gentle with yourself. There may be a vacation, a break, some self-care that is needed for some of you entrepreneurs. You have not taken a moment for yourself in a while, and you might be really stressed out about like, oh my gosh, I can't afford to take a vacation. I can't afford to take a minute to myself. I can't afford to take a day off social media. I have to be consistent. I have to do this. I know how you push yourselves, because I push myself the same way. You might be really pushing yourself, and you don't want to push yourself too hard, because that'll upset the areas of your life where you might have some peace and calm, and those are the areas you need to lean into right now. Okay, let's take a look at how we can use our strengths and all of this to overcome this ending, overcome the challenge. And you get the lone wolf, inner guidance. Beautiful advice. This means that you have all of the answers within. You have everything you need already in you. And yes, you are walking on a windy road. At times, this road may seem kind of lonely. This is you about you. And look, we have another 9 card. So 9 and 4 have really come up strongly in this reading. For those of you who are into numerology, look into that. Structure and growth and trusting the inner guidance. This to me is, and every deck is different, but this in the tarot deck would be the Hermit. And the Hermit's wisdom is so important to carry with us at times. It doesn't mean we have to isolate ourselves, but it means that we can take ourselves into these moments of solitude, possibly in nature. Nature always has a way of bringing us back to ourselves somehow. Some of you can do it in the water, when you're in the water, a bath or swimming. It has a way of bringing us back into our heart core essence. And, for some of you, I am seeing a water element quite strong. If you are a swimmer or use that as part of your health routine, I want you to pay very close attention as to when you are swimming underwater and how the sound waves change, and how important it is to remember that, you can take this time. You are allowed to take this time and block out the noise. Because when you're underwater, you can't hear all the sounds that you would normally hear. All the hustle and bustle. It's just you. You might hear the occasional muted tone, but it's just you with you. So whatever puts you in this place to really connect with your own inner guidance, that's where you want to go. That's the advice here for this overall situation. Oh, such a cool reading. One of the other things, since I brought up sound waves, and this is wolves, whenever in your car, if you have dogs, it's great to do this with your dogs, because they have a lot of fun watching their humans try to howl. But howl, Get in your car, howl a little, then get your favorite music on and sing. Really get that blood pumping through your vocal cords. Really get your voice activated here. Because there's a new beginning. With every ending comes a new beginning. And so as you're allowing this misalignment to arise and you're creating new structures and you want to, that's your goal, you're creating new structures, you're allowing the ending to things, you're getting more introspective when you need to be, come back into your voice. Come back into your voice and how that expresses and how that might express in the new version of you after these changes, right? Get in that place now. Go ahead and get in that place through your voice. What a cool reading, entrepreneurs. Stay empowered, stay encouraged. I wish you all the very best. Thank you for being in service to me, to our community, to the people who need you. I'll see you next time.